Hello everyone, this is TSG, aka the Skiing Gamer, and welcome to a brand new video. And this time I'm showing you guys all the games I beat in 2021. If you haven't seen the previous year of the games I've been beat and all that stuff, be sure to check it out on my channel. Because last year I beat 26 games of 2020, and for 2021 I beat 30 games this year and all that stuff. So that games I beat in my backlog and all that stuff. I can't wait to show him or talk about them and what my thoughts on them and all that stuff. So be sure to tell me in the comments below what games you have been beating this year and all that stuff. And so anyway, without further ado, let's not waste any time. I got 30 games to show right here. We're not gonna talk about them. Let's not waste any time. Let's get started. Alright, to start off with the first game I show you right here is I beat it on digitally on Xbox Live Arcade. It's a Sega Saturn classic you should play and all that stuff. If you're a big fan of have a Sega Saturn in the 90s and all that stuff, that game I really talk about that is Nights into Dreams on the Xbox Live Arcade. And this is a fantastic Sega Saturn classic and all that stuff. You can play the original version of the game. You can play the remake master version of the game and all that stuff. And this game I really enjoyed it and all that stuff. And basically you could play with the boy named Elliot and the girl named Clara and all that stuff. And so if you beat the game with both of them and all that stuff with the great ranking and all that stuff, you'll unlock the special version of Nights, which is the Christmas version of Nights and all that stuff, which I really enjoy and all that stuff. I really enjoyed it and all that stuff. And so I never played the one on the Wii and all that stuff. With the Wii one, not that great and all that stuff. I haven't on the Wii. I heard that one not that great, but I can't wait to play that one. But if you're a big fan of the original Nights in Your Dreams, if you grew up with the Sega Saturn version and all that, if you don't have a Sega Saturn and all that stuff, play the original Nights into Dreams and all that stuff. It's $10 in the Xbox Live Arcade. It's so worth your $10 and all that stuff for Nights in Your Dreams on the Xbox Live Arcade or the PSN Network. So yeah, there's that. And for the second game I beat of this year and all that stuff, that is Super Mario 64 and the N64. I never beat this my childhood copy right here. I beat on the virtual console and all that stuff. And the reason why I beat on the virtual console again and all that stuff is because my Wii was really broken of last year and all that stuff. So I went to the shop and they fixed it up for me. Now my Wii backing up again. And when I got to my save file and all that, my data got corrupted and all that stuff. I had to start all over again. So I don't have 100 for my old copy. I used to have 101 stars and all that stuff. But for the second time playthrough around all that stuff, I have 70 stars and all that stuff. And so so I don't feel like I'll have to beat it again with 100 stars or that. I just beat it at 70 and then move on from there. So everybody knows about the game Super Mario 64. It's a classic. Everyone from our childhoods and all that stuff. There's no explanation and all that stuff. So this is the second game I beat of this year. Super Mario 64 and the N64. So yeah, there's that. Third game I'm about to show you right here is the game that I used to play a lot as a kid, but never really beat it and all that stuff. But it would probably take you like 1 to 2 hours and all that to beat and all that stuff. And it's so nostalgic to me play a lot as a kid with my Game Boy and all that stuff. And I saw my Game Boy color collection and all that stuff. That game is Super Mario Land 2, 6 Golden Coins. This game is really awesome. There's a lot of play value of this game right here. This game, I remember playing it on the go as a kid and all that stuff. And it took me like an hour to beat and all that stuff. So I never played the original one and all that stuff. And this one really short as well. So this brings me nostalgia for me as a kid and all that stuff, playing on the go and all that stuff. And this game is so worth your money and all that stuff. You find it cheaper and all that stuff. So if you like handheld Mario games and all that stuff and never played this one and all that stuff, play Super Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins on the original Game Boy. So worth it. So yeah, there's that. Next game I'm about to show you right here for the Wii, and that is Naruto Clash of Ninja Revolution 2. And this game right here is a way improvement over the first one and all this stuff. And there are more characters and more stories and more missions and all that. So a lot of characters and all that stuff. As with the exception of the Naito Naruto and the second state Sasuke and all that stuff. And so I know I'll need to unlock those in the future. But this game, it made a huge improvement over the first one on the Wii and all that stuff. I remember people like got so much hype for this game in Shonen Jump magazine and all that, which I'm gonna show in my Shonen Jump magazine collection really soon. And so this game right here is made a huge improvement over the first one. I bought this from Cali Games last year. If that's all on my Cali Exchange game strip and all that stuff from last year and stuff, be sure to check it out on my channel. So if you never played any Naruto fight games and all that stuff for the Nintendo system and all that, play the Naruto Clash of Ninja series and the Clash of Ninja Revolution series. So worth it. And I'm gonna be more do fight games playthrough for each character of the game really soon. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, there's that. Next game might be for the PS4 and all that stuff. That is Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle on the PS4. This is an excellent fighting game and all that stuff. Even the story mode was so funny, so amazing. It's like become cross battle with Blaze Blue, Persona 4 Arena, Ruby, and other fighting games I can't think of right now and all that stuff. But the story mode for the game is really amazing. I wish people more play this game online and all that stuff. People don't play this much online anymore and all that stuff. I wish the online service back on for this game and all that stuff. But I have fun and time with this game and all that stuff. It's so worth it. So if you like Blaze Blue games or any other fighting games and all that stuff and never played this game and all that stuff, play Blaze Blue Cross Battle on any other system. It's so worth it. So yeah, there's that. Next game I'm about to show you right here, I beat on the PS2. I wish it would Square Enix will make a sequel to this game and all that. Will never really happen and all that stuff. It took me like 2 or 3 hours to beat and all that stuff, and the game wasn't that long and all that stuff. It's an excellent beating on by Squaresoft and all that stuff. And the game is kind of pricey too and all that stuff. And that game we're really talking about, that is the Bouncer on the PS2. Bouncer for the PS2 is a really excellent game. Basically like Streets of Rage and Final Fantasy together and all that stuff with RPG elements and all that stuff. And so this is a really a great beat 'em up game. Very underrated in my opinion and all that stuff. A lot of people don't see this game really often. And so you never play like beat 'em ups and all that stuff, and they're a big fan of Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts and none of that stuff and all that stuff. If you like beat 'em ups and all that, play Bouncer on the PS2. It's so worth it. So yeah, there's that one right there. Next game I'm about to show you right here, and that game is for the PS3. That is God of War 3 on the PS3. This is an excellent God of War game. I need to finish the first two on the PS2 really soon. But this game right here and all that stuff is a really great God of War game. Even though the graphics on the PS3 don't age that well because of the PS4 and PS5 and all the graphics like 10 times superior than the PS3. But for this game right here and all that stuff, I really enjoy this game playing it way through and all that stuff. So this is an excellent story in the God of War series and all that stuff. I need to play the current one really soon and all that stuff. So if you're a big fan of God of War games and all that stuff, you just highly recommend playing God of War 3 on PS3 or the remaster on the PS4. So yeah, there's that one right there. Next game I'm about to show you right here. I beat this. I remember playing this on the PS2 as a kid and all that stuff. And I beat this whole game really through and all that stuff. And that game I'm talking about, that is the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game on the original Xbox. It's based on the 2003 TMNT series, which I really love as a kid back in 4Kids TV and the Fox Box nowadays and all that stuff. This game is so amazing. They made a way better than the second one in my opinion. The second one's kind of suck in my opinion and all that stuff. But the first game in the series right here and all that from the 2003 Ninja Turtle series was really awesome. I beat this game whole through as Raphael and all that stuff, just the same thing I did, but I beat it on when I played it on the PS2 as a kid and all that stuff. So this is an excellent Ninja Turtle game. If you love the Turtles games on the Nintendo and Super Nintendo and all that stuff, this game is really fun too. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2003 on the original Xbox. This is a game I beat of this year. So yeah, there's that one. Next game I'm about to show you right here is for the PS4 and all that stuff. And this is I'm a huge fan of One Piece and all that stuff. I only beat the East Blue version of the side of the game and all that stuff. I never beat the other arcs of One Piece. There's a bunch of arcs of One Piece of right now and all that stuff. And that game I'm talking about right here, that is One Piece Power Warriors 3 on the PS4. This is an excellent game. It's with One Piece and Dynasty Warriors. And so in the One Piece setting and all that stuff. So this is an excellent game right here and all that stuff. They made the Funimation version of One Piece made justice over the 4Kids TV version, which is kind of sucked. But so if you like Dynasty Warrior games, you're a big fan of One Piece and all that stuff, I highly recommend One Piece Power Warriors 3 on the PS4. So yeah, there's that one. Next game I really beat on the original Xbox and all that stuff. That is Buffy the Buffy the Vampire Slayer Chaos Bleed. Sorry, I mixed that up. Yeah, so yeah, Buffy the Vampire Slayer Chaos Bleed. So this is a really good Buffy game on the original Xbox. I need to get the second one. I need to get the first one on the original Xbox and all that stuff. It's like $20 and all that stuff. But for the GameCube version, it costs a lot more for this game and all that stuff. And same for this one. This one's like $25 and all that. But I found out at a pawn shop for like a couple of years ago and all that stuff. I finally beat the game really through and all that stuff. And this is a really good Buffy game and all that. It's like one to four players and all that stuff. And the story for this game is really amazing. Even though the cameras like really ass in my opinion and all that stuff. The camera is like really ass in my opinion. But for this game right here is like really great game right here. Despite all the camera angles and all that stuff, when you're like when you're attacking the zombies and all that, try to stab them with the dagger and all that stuff. The zombie kept attacking and all that stuff with the camera angles like mess you up really quick. So yeah, so this nonetheless of that, this is a really good Buffy game and all that stuff. If you're a big fan of the show back in the day and all that stuff, I highly recommend playing this game on the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube. So yeah, there's that one right there. Next game I beat is for the Wii U, and that is Bayonetta. That is not Bayonetta 2, but Bayonetta 1. Bayonetta 1, this is a really great game right here in the Bayonetta series. I can't wait to play the third one on the Switch really soon, coming out of next year and all that stuff when they show on Nintendo Direct. And I need to play the second one really soon and all this stuff. So Bayonetta 1 is really awesome. It is awesome, really great beating them up and all this stuff. The story was amazing, the nudity, everything about this game and all that, but like 1,000% and all that stuff. So I love the first one and all this stuff. I cannot wait to play the second one, and I'm so excited about the third one coming out on the Switch and all before next year and all that stuff. And so yeah, that is Bayonetta 1 on the Wii U. So yeah, there's that one. Next game I beat is for the Game Boy Advance and all that stuff. This brings me back to my teenage years and all that stuff. And I finally beat it with all 8 badges and all that stuff, which I never really owned and did as a kid and all that stuff. When I lost it and all that stuff, just like my original Red and all that stuff. And for the remake and all that stuff, I really bring back so many memory lane and all that stuff. I had my starter is Charmander and all that stuff with a different team. And that game I'm talking about is Pokemon Fire Red on the Game Boy Advance. This game right here brings me so much nostalgia. I got with my Game Boy Advance and all that stuff. And I beat the whole game again with 8 badges, beat the Elite Four and all that jazz and all that stuff. This is an excellent remake, and Pokemon games is so expensive nowadays and all that stuff. So if you never played the original games on the original Game Boy, like Red, Blue, Yellow, and all that stuff, I highly recommend playing Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green on the Game Boy, whether physically or emulator and all that stuff. So yeah, there's that. Next game I show right here for the original Xbox, and that game we're talking about that I beat it and all that stuff. I love the Prince Dragoo game. I need to play on the Switch and all that stuff, but this one do it just right here and all that. That is Panzer Dragoo Orta on the original Xbox, which I have a loose disc only. I don't have a case for it. But this is an excellent second shooter game and all that stuff. You with the girl with the dragon and all that, shooting enemies and all that stuff. And there's like 13 chapters for this game and all that stuff. And I beat like really through it and all that stuff. This is a fun game right here. You love like second shooters and all that stuff. So if you're a big fan of the Panzer Dragoo games and all that stuff, and if you have original Xbox, play Panzer Dragoo or on original Xbox. It's so worth it. So yeah, there's that one. Next game right here, I'll be on the PS4 and all that stuff. I need to play the other ones in the series really soon and all that. That is Tomb Raider the Definitive Edition for the PS4. I remember remember so many hype about the Tomb Raider reboot back in the PS3, Xbox 360 days and all that stuff. And I finally played and all that stuff. This is a really excellent game. Like basically, they made it like Uncharted version of Tomb Raider and all that stuff. I beat the game really smooth. The story is amazing. Everything is amazing. They made Tomb Raider to a whole nother level and all that stuff. So I need to play play the Rise of the Tomb Raider as Shadow of the Tomb Raider for this game really soon and all that stuff. But for the first game right here, Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, all that, I really enjoy it. You have a lot of action, a lot of everything about this game and all that stuff. So if you never played any of the Tomb Raider games and all that stuff, never played the reboot of the Tomb Raider game series and all that stuff, play Tomb Raider Definitive Edition on any other system and all that stuff. It's so worth it. So yeah, there's that one. Next game I beat on the PS4. There's another PS4 game I beat and all that stuff. That is Detroit Become Human. This is a really excellent game I beat of this year and all that stuff. I love Detroit Become Human. It's like one of those decision games and all that stuff made by Quantum Dreams and all that, who made the next game and Beyond Two Souls and all that stuff. This game has an awesome story, and you play with like one of the three characters and all that stuff. Whatever you gotta make your own decisions and all that stuff. If it makes the person alive and make the person dead and all that stuff. And I'm not gonna spoil the story and all that stuff. I don't want to spoil it in case anybody who play it. But if you like these type of games and all that stuff, play Detroit Become Human. They have an excellent story and all that stuff. So yeah, there's that. Next game I beat for the Wii and all that stuff. I love the first one and all that stuff. I remember playing this one at a GameStop kiosk back in the day and all that stuff. I beat the whole way through and all that stuff with 68 stars and all that stuff. And that game I'm really talking about, that is Super Mario Galaxy 2 on the Nintendo Wii. I remember playing this game when it first came out in 2010 at the GameStop kiosk, and I really loved the demo and all that stuff. But being the game through now, like almost like 11 years later and all that stuff, is is so worth it. They made a huge improvement over the first Super Mario Galaxy. They have a bunch of new galaxies and all that stuff. They have Yoshi and all that stuff for certain levels and all that stuff. The story is so amazing in the game. And my favorite galaxy of all time for this game is the Throwback Galaxy, for the recreate from Super Mario 64 and all that stuff. And this is a really excellent Alexa taste. The music was great for this game. They made it way superior over the first Super Mario Galaxy game and all that stuff. So if you're a big fan of Mario games and all that, if you love the first one and all that, you should love Super Mario Galaxy 2. It's so worth it. So yeah, there's that one. Next game right here is for the Nintendo Switch and all that stuff. I love the Cruisin series, all that stuff. I beat it with one car and all that stuff, with 5 keys and all that stuff. Would be with all the Cruisin worlds and all that stuff, with all the levels and all that stuff that released like in September. That game I'm talking about, that in Cruisin Blast on the Nintendo Switch. This is an excellent arcade racing game and all that stuff. Just like they released it back in the 2017 arcade version and all this stuff. This is the own game right here from the 2017 arcade version of this game and all this stuff. And so this game right here basically like mixed with Cruisin, Hydro Thunder, and Burnout. So this is a really awesome game and all that stuff. You could customize your car and all that stuff. Mine is a Chevrolet Camaro and a black and all that stuff. And so if you're a big fan of cruising games and all that stuff, if you have a Nintendo Switch, you love racers and all that stuff, play Cruisin Garage. It's so worth your $40. It's so worth it. So yeah, there's that one right there. Next game I beat in the all-in-one setting. If you haven't saw my skiing game plays, the Halloween episode of it, be sure to check it out. I love this game. I have so many memories for the game and all that stuff. I beat in the all-in-one setting and all that stuff. That is Left 4 Dead 2 on the Xbox 360. This is an excellent first-person zombie game and all that stuff. And this game is so fun and all that stuff. I remember playing it back in the day and all that stuff. And this is a fun first-person zombie shooting game and all that stuff. And so if you're a big fan of those games and all that stuff, it's so worth it. I love the Left 4 Dead series and all that stuff. I wish they make more and all that stuff. There are more other games like this and all that stuff, like Back 4 Blood and all that stuff. I heard they're not that great and all that stuff. But for Left 4 Dead series and all that stuff, with the first one and the second one, it's so much fun to play, even with your friends and all that stuff. And so yeah, I beat this game in all in one setting and all that stuff. And if you like the Left 4 Dead series and all that stuff, I highly recommend Left 4 Dead 2. It has made a huge improvement over the first one. So yeah, there's that one. Next game I beat for the PS2 and that is Devil May Cry 2 on the PS2. Wow. This game is so bad. Like, I remember a lot of people hate this game back in the day, give it so much ratings. They want to, like, burn this disc and break the disc, whatever, and all that stuff. But this game right here, it was kind of alright. It's not the best. And the city, the part of it, it wasn't all that Devil May Cry-ish, and the story wasn't that great either. So yeah, if you're a big fan of the Devil May Cry games and all that stuff, skip this one and all that stuff. Play the first one and the third one. So skip this one right here. So Devil May Cry 2 is an alright game. So yeah, there's that one. Next game I beat for the PS2 and all that stuff, that is Naruto Uzumaki Chronicle 2 on the PS2. This is a really great game. Way huge improvement over the first one and all that stuff. And this one right here, you have co-op in it and all that stuff. Like, unlike the first one and all that stuff, they have like a bunch of repetitive shit and all that stuff. This one right here, it take a little repetitiveness out of this shit right here. Even though I have the little point of the map thing, stopping with the enemies and when they freeze it and all that, they fight enemies all over again and all that stuff. But they made the story way huge improvement over the first one and all that stuff. So if you've never played a Naruto adventure game and all that stuff, skip the first one. Play Naruto Uzumaki Chronicle 2 on the PS2. I remember renting this game at Blockbuster back in the day. So yeah, there's that one. And the next game I beat it on the PS4 remaster and all that stuff. And then I never played this version right here because I beat on the PS4 remaster digitally and all that stuff. And that game I really talk about, just like Detroit Become Human, made by Quad Dreams. That is Heavy Rain on the PS3. This is an excellent game. Wonderful story. And not much action. That's the only downfall for this game right here. But nonetheless, this is a really great story and all that stuff. You like those decision games just like Detroit Become Human and all that stuff. And this is an excellent story. But the downfall for this game right here, it has less action and all that stuff. And so this is the PS3 copy right here. I beat it digitally on the PS4 remaster and all that stuff. So if you like decision making games just like Detroit Become Human and all that stuff, play Heavy Rain on either PS3 or the PS4 remaster. So yeah, that's that. Alright, first game I'm about to show you right here, I got it for my birthday right here and all that stuff. That is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Everybody knows about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and all that stuff. If you're a Switch owner and all that stuff, you should have this game by now and all that stuff. I beat the cups all over again, just like the Wii U version and all that stuff. I still play it with your friends to this day and all that stuff. So if you're a big fan of Mario Kart games and all that stuff, you should play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So yeah, there's that one. And next game about to show right here, it released in October and all that stuff. And I always get my ass kicked and all that stuff. This game really cheap as shit and all that stuff. But nonetheless, it made a huge improvement over the last Mario Party game on the Switch, which is Super Mario Party, which is Super Mario Party kind of suck. But this game right here is way up. That is Mario Party Superstars. So this is the excellent of this game. It's like kind of like it's bring back 5 board games from the N64 era and a bunch of 100 mini games from the Mario Party series and all that stuff. So this is a huge improvement over Super Mario Party, and the online for this game is really improved over the Super Mario Party and all that stuff. So if you're a big fan of Mario Party games and all that stuff, if you have a Nintendo Switch, play Mario Party Superstars. So worth it. So yeah, there's that one. Next game I beat for the Nintendo Switch and all that stuff, which I love Super Monkey Ball games on the GameCube. I have the first and the second one on the GameCube and all that stuff. And the remake for this game and all that stuff is really awesome and all this stuff. Even though art design is not the best in Super Monkey Ball and all that stuff, just like the recent years and all that stuff. But this is the excellent remake and all that stuff. And that game I'm talking about, it has so much content and all that stuff. That is Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania on the Nintendo Switch. This game right here is a really excellent remake for the original Super Monkey Ball. They remade it, made all the levels from Super Monkey Ball 1, 2, and Deluxe. And so this is a fantastic remake of Super Monkey Ball and all that. All the classic classic mini games are back, and all the classic levels are back, and all that stuff. And so, and also you could play, you could buy points with the you could buy with characters, modes, and all that stuff. You could play with Sonic and Tails in this one, and all that stuff, and other Sega characters and Sega consoles and all that stuff. So if you never played any of the Super Monkey Ball games back in the day, in the GameCube games and all that stuff, you never played any of the Super Monkey Ball game and all that stuff, play Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania either on the PS4, Switch, or Xbox One or PS5 and all that stuff. So yeah, there is that. Next game I beat, and this is the game that I finally beat of this year and all that stuff. And I beat it just like the remake and all that stuff. I need to play the remake really soon and all that stuff. I stopped where the remake was at and all that stuff. I really enjoyed the original joy and all that stuff. I remember reading it in the Game Pro magazine back in the day. Everyone was so hyped about this game and all that stuff. But the graphic for the game is not as good what it is now. It's just like the remake and all that stuff. But still, this is a classic. Everyone knows about the game. And for the PS1, that game we're really talking about, that is the original Final Fantasy VII on the PS1. This is an excellent Final game. It's a popular Final Fantasy game in the series. Cloud right there and all that stuff is one of my favorite Final Fantasy characters ever and all that stuff. And playing it original for the first time ever and all that stuff, this game is so amazing. I have an excellent story and other stuff. And the graphics do not age well and all that stuff. Like I said, just like the remake and all that stuff. I need to play the remake really soon. But the graphics at the time, they were amazing and all that stuff. And so basically, this is an excellent game right here. And if you never play any of the Final Fantasy games and all that other stuff and never played the remake of this game and all that stuff, play the original classic Final Fantasy VII on the PS1. So yeah, there's that. Alright, we down to the last 4 games I'm about to show you right here. The games I beat in the 2021. And the last one is for the Wii and all that stuff. That is Kirby Dreamland Dream Collection Special Edition, the 20th anniversary. But the first game I beat, let's show you right here and all that stuff, I beat is Kirby Dreamland on the original Game Boy from the Kirby Dream Collection. This is what an excellent Kirby game that started on the Kirby series. It started on the Game Boy all the way through NES and Super NES and N64 and all that stuff. So it took me like an hour and a beat and all that stuff, and not that hard at all. So this is all easy Kirby games to start out the series. So if you never played any of the Kirby series and all that other stuff, play Kirby Dreamland on the Game Boy on emulator or this collection right here. So yeah, there's that one. Alright, next game I'm about to show you right here. I beat on the Wii U. I love the first one on the Xbox 360 and all that. And this one made a huge improvement. They took the idea from like Mario Kart 7 and all that, made his own game and all that in the sequel and all that stuff. That game I'm talking about, that is Sonic and also Racing Transform on the Wii U. This is an excellent Sonic racing game and all that stuff, just like the first one in the Xbox 360. Basically like Mario Kart with Sonic characters and Sega characters and all that stuff. And so if you love racing games and all that stuff, if you have a Wii U and all that stuff, play Sonic and also Racing Transform. It's so worth the money. You can play as the Dan Patrick and also Wreck-It Ralph in this game and all that stuff. And so yeah. So if you like racing games and all that stuff, you're a big fan of Sonic and Sega all together, play Sonic and also Racing Transform on the Wii U. So yeah, there's that one. Alright, we down to the last 2 games I beat for 2021. And the last 2 games right here is about to show you really special. But the first one I'm about to show you right here, I beat the remastered. I remember this game is so hyped about it last year and all that. I didn't pick it up due to like personal issues and other finances and all that stuff. But with this game right here, brings back so much memory lane and all that stuff. That is Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 remaster on the PS4. I beat the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 remaster and all this stuff. Remaster and all that stuff. This is an excellent remake. They break the remaster from ground up over the horrible Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 and all that stuff. I have the first one from original copy for the N64 I still have as a kid. And I love the remastered and all that stuff. And so I need to play the remaster for the second one really soon. So if you never play any of the Tony Hawk games and all that stuff, and want to play in the new generation and all that stuff, I highly recommend this game right here, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 remaster of any other system. So yeah, if you're a big fan of Tony Hawk games, I highly recommend this game right here. So yeah, there is that. Alright, to finish off this video right here, and the last game I beat of 2021 only got one ending, and this game I'm talking about, and see in all my episodes of season 1 of Games I've Been Playing series, and this game right here, Give Me the Creeps, and all that stuff. That's the series that started all in the series and all that stuff. Even playing with the lights on and the puzzles and the harder and all that other stuff. A bunch of multiple endings. I only got one ending so far. I need to get all the endings really soon and all that stuff. And that game is so expensive and all that stuff. It costs like all the way to like $100 all the way to $200 and all that. And I'm so glad I bought it for like $25 like a couple years back and all that stuff before our video game market going up and up and up. And that game I'm really talking about right here, the last game I beat for 2021. That is the original Silent Hill on the PS1. This is a classic horror game that started on in the Silent Hill series in the PS1. And this one is a really scariest and all that other stuff. And so this game gave me the creeps and all that stuff. And I beat it all the way through and all that stuff. And I really enjoyed it and all that stuff. And so, and this is like a really great Silent Hill game in my opinion. Also, this one's the really scariest. 2, 3 wasn't that scary and all that stuff, but this one right here gave me the creeps and all that stuff. And so, if you never played any of the Silent Hill game before and all that stuff, if you have a PS1 and all that stuff, you like horror games like Resident Evil and all that stuff, play the original Silent Hill and all that stuff. And so it's so worth your money and all that stuff. So wait until I get like a loose copy or like a complete copy and all that stuff. Don't spend like $102 for like a complete copy for this game. Wait, get it with like a loose copy and all that other stuff. And so if you never played any of these Silent Hill games and all this stuff, if you love the Silent Hill games and all this stuff, play this one first before the other ones. All this stuff is highly recommend this game. You have a classic game, horror game on the PS1. So yeah, Silent Hill 1 on the PS1, and that is the last game I beat in 2021. So yeah, there is that. Whew, so that is it, you guys. I beat all 30 games I beat for 2021 and all that stuff. So tell me in the comment below what games you have been playing this year and all that stuff. And make sure I'm going to do this again, hopefully next year and all that in 2022. So make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. If you want to follow me for my upcoming videos, check out my Facebook fan page at facebook.com/TAGamer7. And I'll see y'all next time with another video. Thank you very much, and goodbye.